They can do that? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stupidly overpowered supervillains.
I'm going to make you pay!
Unlikely.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the comic book bad guys who got more than their fair share of superpowers, ranking them on their list of abilities and their records in battle. If you like this list, be sure to check out our separate list of the top 10 overpowered superheroes.
Is revealed.
Number 10, Black Adam. The arch nemesis of DC's ironically named Captain Marvel, Teth Adam harnesses the ancient Egyptian powers of Shazam. Banished to a distant star, he spent 5,000 years flying back to Earth and eventually reappears as Black Adam. Adam has fought just about everyone in the Justice League, proving more than a match for Superman thanks to his magical abilities.
Magic.
It also doesn't hurt that he's immortal in his Black Adam form. If he has any weaknesses, it's his own ego. But as supervillain weaknesses go, it's not a bad one to have. Number 9, Solomon Grundy. He may not be the most physically powerful DC supervillain, but Solomon Grundy makes this list purely for his ability to take a beating. But I guess zombies wouldn't be zombies if they were easy to kill. Grundy's body deflects bullets, absorbs energy, and doesn't need oxygen. And on the rare occasions he is destroyed, it just comes right on back.
Got him, sir.
I've heard it before. Search the rubble. Show me a body.
The only catch is that he often returns with varying levels of strength and intelligence. But this unpredictability has worked in his favor, and he's used it effectively against Superman, Green Lantern, and sometimes the entire Justice League. Number 8, Thanos.
Shall honor our agreement, Kree, if you bring me the order.
You might know him as the purple guy in the really big chair doing a whole lot of nothing, but comic book fans recognize Thanos as the Mad Titan. Obsessed with death from an early age, who killed millions of his own race to impress its physical embodiment, Mistress Death. This is even before he obtains the Infinity Gauntlet, which grants its bearer complete control over all aspects of the universe. As a gift of love to Death, Thanos wipes out half of life in the universe with a literal snap of his fingers, imprisons many of its greatest heroes, and makes quick work of the Avengers before he is finally defeated.
Your continued luck is no match for my control over the Power Stone. Let's end our battle as it began!
Number 7, Doomsday. Doomsday is living proof that you don't need brains to get what you want. In fact, Doomsday doesn't have a brain at all. Created by an alien scientist, Doomsday is a beast of raw power fueled only by hatred. His anger sends waves through the universe, and he eventually catches Superman's attention, which, spoiler alert, does not end well for the Man of Steel. What's worse, when you actually do kill him, he comes back to life, immune to dying in that specific way ever again. Number 6, Dark Phoenix.
We must destroy that creature before it feeds again.
A member of the original X-Men team, Jean Grey becomes one with the mystical Phoenix Force, which grants her a host of other powers to go along with her telekinesis and telepathy. But you know what they say about too much of a good thing. The limitless power ultimately corrupts Jean, and she emerges as the Dark Phoenix. Although Jean fights to regain control, the power of the Phoenix overwhelms her, and she must sacrifice herself to prevent the destruction of the universe. Even when the Phoenix Force returns to Earth, the combined efforts of Earth's mightiest heroes aren't enough to stop its destructive rampage.
Do you really think your puny mind is a match for mine?
Number 5, Apocalypse.
Inez.
The original mutant, En Sabah Nur, literally meaning the first one, believes in natural selection and takes it upon himself to destroy the weak in order to preserve the worthy. While he isn't the most recurring villain that the X-Men face, he is considered one of the most, if not the most, deadly.
Foolish insects!
Apocalypse boasts one of the longest lists of superpowers in all of Marvel, and that list only gets longer as he can absorb powers from other mutants. He may have been beaten before, but his comic book reincarnation always means bad news for the X-Men. Number 4, Anti-Monitor. He may not be one of the most recognizable supervillains, but the Anti-Monitor may just have the highest body count in all of DC. At the beginning of all existence, the Anti-Monitor absorbed his entire universe, and eventually discovered the multiverse by tearing a hole in matter itself. He is responsible for the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which led to the deaths of Supergirl and the Flash. In terms of actual superpowers, Anti-Monitor has the standard cosmic supervillain bundle, but he takes on the powers of each universe he absorbs.
You will all be consumed.
And just in case you weren't sure, that's a whole lot of universes. Number 3, Dormammu.
Spread into the night. Feast. Multiply, for this world is ours.
Primarily a Doctor Strange villain, Dormammu has never actually been beaten by his magical foe. He has been tricked, imprisoned, and bargained with, but these are just minor setbacks for the Lord of Chaos.
Finally, I am free! The world will bow down before the dread Dormammu!
Born of magic and composed of pure energy, he is virtually unbeatable in the long run, with magical powers beyond that of a mere god. Dormammu actually rules his own reality, the Dark Dimension, but he still makes his presence felt throughout the multiverse.
All is now prepared, Master. The one is ours. I hunger for new life energy to devour. Release me into your dimension.
Number 2, Darkseid.
I am Darkseid.
One of the Justice League's most feared foes, Darkseid rules over the fictional world of Apocalypse. Compared to Nazi Germany by comic book creator Jack Kirby, Apocalypse is populated with militant supervillain parademons, so it takes a supremely overpowered deity to rule over that planet. Like many of the villains on this list, Darkseid has more or less every superpower in his respective universe, but he also possesses Omega powers. Superman and Doomsday are the only beings in DC to have survived Darkseid's Omega beams, which are so powerful they can resurrect the dead, pass through matter, and erase all organisms from existence. Luckily for the Justice League, they can be outrun or occasionally dodged.
Come on, Barry, you're moving fast, so think fast.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Galactus.
Behold, the devourer of worlds. Tremble at the might of Galactus.
Galactus remains one of the biggest mysteries in the Marvel Universe, as the upper extent of his power is unknown, as is his true form. Galactus usually takes the form of a giant man in armor, but he is more than just a big guy. A cross between alien and a god, he literally eats planets to survive, often sending the Silver Surfer to find worlds for him to devour.
My people called it Galactus, the devourer of worlds.
He is also the only known source of the power Cosmic, which grants the user limitless manipulation of all organisms in the universe. While we may never know Galactus' true power, the fact that he's literally limitless is good enough for us.
He consumes.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.